Hey, friends, welcome back to Available for More. I am your host, Ashley Hope, and you can just think of me as your fairy godmother for this journey into a more available, more abundant, more joyful, more expansive, more beautiful life. So, this is a space for the woman who has done the work. She has real desires on her heart. She's opening her hands to receive more out of this one life. And she's ready to actually become available to receive all the things that life and God has for her. Because let me remind you, the whole heart of this show comes down to one belief: the life you want is already reaching for you, and your work is to become available enough to receive it. And every time we sit down together, we are making room for the good that's already on its way to you. Oh, that just feels so good. But before we get into what's on my heart today, let me just do a little quick housekeeping. So, our relaxed and regulated session, which is our live nervous system healing reset, it was initially scheduled for Thursday, July 9th, but I forgot that I would be traveling. So, we are pushing it back to Thursday, July 25th. And if you've already signed up, keep an eye on your inbox because you'll be getting an email with all the updated details. But if you haven't signed up yet, consider this your personal invitation, friend. So when we have these relaxed and regulated sessions, this is so much deeper than breath work and a little meditation. Those are powerful in their own right. But for those of you who are new to my work, I'm not only a mindset coach, but my specialty is subconscious reprogramming. Okay. I'm certified in hypnotherapy and NLP and neuroenergetic encoding, all the things. So when we do nervous system regulation together, the nervous system reset, we're not just spending an hour breathing and visualizing and calling it a day. Okay. I'm taking you on a real journey below the conscious mind into the subconscious that your nervous system is so deeply wired to. And we reprogram from there, which means you don't just leave feeling better for the moment. You leave feeling better and different for days, sometimes even weeks. And this round, we're focusing on scarcity. We're going to soften that tight, not enough wiring that your body has been carrying. And we're conditioning your nervous system to really believe that there's more than enough for you. So if your body's been living in this kind of like rushing, booked and busy, lack, that constant low grade survival, this is your reset. The link to sign up is in the show notes. And baby, you are not going to want to miss this one. Okay, so that was all of the church announcements. Now, let me get to what's on my heart today. So, as you're hearing this episode, we've just crossed the summer solstice. And if you didn't know, it's the longest day of the year and the official beginning of summer. And summer just has a different energy to it, you know? Like it just feels lighter, it feels slower. It's warm evenings and good music and playing R&B and drinking wine if you indulge and just letting yourself finally exhale. And this whole season, it just gives you this permission to loosen up a little bit. And I think we should really take heed to that message. Now, if you caught the last episode of the podcast, you already know where my head's at. You know where my heart is at. You know where my intention is at. So becoming available for more means moving through life with open hands. And it's loosening your hold on exactly how, exactly when, exactly who, and trusting that life and God can bring you something even bigger and better and more beautiful than what you were holding on so tightly to. And when your hands are open, there's finally room for the good to come in. And if you want to go deeper on that concept, go back and listen to the last episode. But today I want to take that same open hand and I want to put something specific in it for this season because for summer, baby, the thing I want you to become available to is more joy. I am serious. Like, let your inner child out, girl. Invite a little whimsy back into your life. Do something just for the plot, right? You know exactly what I mean. Go outside with your coloring book. I did that just the other day. Take your jump rope to the park. Grab your hula hoop. And if you don't have a hula hoop, girl, go down to the Walmarts and go get one, okay? Go on Amazon and go buy you one. It's probably under $10. Go sit in the grass with no agenda, with no timer. Put on your favorite playlist. Get lost in a good book. Like, let that little girl in you come out and play. And if you feel like you've lost touch with her, I get it. You can go back and listen to episode 73. I posted an inner child meditation, and I made that one to help you find your way back to her. So let that be your reconnection. And also, let me be real with you because I am a strict girly, always have been, okay, especially in my younger years. I was so disciplined, and that part of me is still here. I love my routines. I love my structure. I love my plans. It really helps my mental health. But over the years, as I healed my inner child, as I healed my father wound, as I learned to lean into my feminine energy, I also learned to be whimsical, to be free, to leave real room in my schedule for rest and for play and for joy. I don't sacrifice one for the other anymore. Okay. I let both of them live in me. And I want that for you too, because some of the best things in life do not meet you at that serious, locked in, scheduled frequency. Okay. Sometimes you got to let yourself play, girl. Sometimes you got to do it for the plot. Sometimes you got to switch up your route. You got to go off your schedule. You got to let your plans change on you. You got to be a little bit more spontaneous and train yourself to see it as a blessing instead of a disruption. So, yes, stay serious about your work, stay serious about your money, stay serious about your goals. Hold those with devotion, okay? But then everything else, girl, have some fun with it. Dance in your kitchen, put on some 90s R&B while you're cooking dinner instead of treating dinner like it's just one more task to check off the list, right? Because you got to get your meal plan done. Pour yourself a glass of wine and non-alcoholic if that's your thing, and just be. Because I've told y'all many times before, but it doesn't hurt to say it again. Some of the most beautiful experiences of my whole life found me when I was simply out here living, out here just enjoying myself, resting, playing, letting myself actually enjoy the life that I once prayed and worked so hard to build. The joy was never the reward. There was never a finish line where joy was handed to me. It was available the whole time, right in the middle of a regular old day, the second I let myself reach for it. So that's my invitation for you in this season, especially as summer solstice just passed. Open your hands and let summer fill them. Take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Soften your jaw. Turn your palms up towards the sky and let yourself be available to the joy, the play, the lightness, the simple good feeling of being alive right now. And no, friend, you don't have to earn it. You just have to be open enough to receive it. And I know that for some of you, this isn't the first time that you've heard this, but it's the hardest part because you spent so long believing the rest has to be earned. Joy is something you finally get once everything on your list is handled. So when you actually do slow down, your body doesn't really relax, right? It gets nervous. It starts hunting for the next thing to fix, the next fire to put out because staying busy is the only way it's ever felt safe. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Your body is not doing anything wrong. So release the judgment, release any shame you felt when I said that. It's just through your experiences, what you've been through in your life, your body just learned to tie your worth to how much you produce. And I know it sucks, but the good news is that whatever was learned, it can be taught new. Your brain can be rewired. Your nervous system can absolutely learn that it's safe to receive, that it's safe to rest, that it's safe to have a good time without waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I want you to know that your joy is not frivolous. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Your joy is not frivolous. It's not a waste of your time. When you let yourself laugh and play and rest and enjoy your life, you're telling your whole nervous system that you're safe. You're telling your subconscious that you're safe. You're telling God, thank you with your actual life, with your actual living, not just your words. Because so many of us pray so hard for the blessings, and then we're too busy and we're too tense to even enjoy it when it finally comes up. Make it make sense. Sister, I don't want that to be you, okay? I want you to be the woman who receives her life and actually savors it. She actually basks in it. So here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to pick one thing that's purely for your enjoyment with nothing productive attached to it. There's nothing to post, there's nothing to prove, and I want you to go do it. So this could be an evening walk with no podcast in your ears, except if it's the Available for More podcast by Ashlee Hope, girl. This could be 20 minutes laid out in the sun, laying out in the grass. Maybe it's calling up your girlfriend and kikiing until your stomach hurts with no agenda. Whatever feels like play to you, put it on a calendar like it matters. Because, friend, it does. It does matter. It's essential. And then pay attention to how your body feels afterward. Because I guarantee you're going to feel that lightness, that ease, that softness in your chest. That's your nervous system learning a new normal. That's teaching yourself that there's so much more to your life than the grind and the schedules and the routines and the discipline. Okay? And the more you let your body feel that joy, that expansiveness, the more available you become to everything else you've been praying for. Joy opens the door for all of it. Sister, thank you for spending these few minutes with me today and for trusting me with your time and your heart. If this resonated with you, share it with a woman in your life who needs a reminder that she's allowed to have a soft, joyful, whimsical, playful summer. And before you go, one small favor, please. If this show has been pouring into you, will you pour a little bit back into it, please? Take 10 seconds and leave me a rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Remember, y'all, I am a one-woman show over here. I'm trying to grow this whole platform organically, and every single rating does so much more than you know. Just call it an energy exchange, okay? I show up in this space for you every single week, and a rating is one of the simplest, most beautiful ways you can pour right back into me. So thank you in advance from the bottom of my heart. My name is Ashlee Hope, and until next time, keep your hands open, keep your heart open, and stay available for more. See you in the next episode.